Now time to get underway with Senior Rotax. Heat 3, Groups A versus C. Here is your starting grid. On pole position, it will be Austin Lee. Alongside him on the front row will be Jaden Teen. Ethan Jeff Hall and Thomas Strauver will be on row number 2, with Kai Hunter and Sverre Ubben, row 3. Sam Bergstein and Lawrence Herbose, row 4. Scott Westhovens and Bolowet, they complete the top 10. Head of Archie Buttle, Fredrik Zevis Christensen, George Cafantares, Crick Knorren, Puck Gubbles, William Christensen, Rune de Broeke, Emily de Hoys, Louis Gunther, and Martin Ernesto Varga completing the top 20. Anton Morsing, Christoph Saller, Half Winkel, Henry Beaumont, Sebastian Adari, Paul Christian Hamburg, Willi Matiskin, Ivan Lapatsin, Martin Wallström, Jimmy Kokalainen, and Mihailo Zoric, rounding out the 31-strong grid. So once again, we go into battle for 10 minutes, plus 1 additional lap, as we hit the halfway point of the 6 Senior Rotax heats taking place over the course of today. So air temperature is now 14 degrees Celsius. Sunshine in the sky, mostly sunny according to local weather. There has been pretty good conditions. Our bike may be a slight bit cold for racing, but it is dry on the circuit, which is very, very paramount. So far, 2 different winners, Kai Hullertz and Jaden Teen in heats 1 and 2 respectively. Could we have a third different winner from 3 different heats so far? Well, give us about 11.5 minutes and we'll tell you. We'll let you find out as we watch along as the drivers make their way out of the 12th and final corner. Into the tram lines, revs rise, noise increase, the lights go out straight away, and we're off and racing. Good start at the front end of the field by Austin Lee, Ethan Jeff Hall in second. As Kai Hunter trying to get a wriggle on, trying to make his way up through into third place, as he nearly got round the outside of Jaden Teen going into turn number 4 as the field makes its way through turns 4 and 5 and into 6 onto the Europlan they will go. Sverre Ubben battling away with the 398, I believe, of Lawrence Herbose. As someone tripped over not only their own shoelaces but somebody else's in the meantime, coming out of turn 7. But Austin Lee leads the way. It's a Strawberry Racing 1-2 as the field makes its way through out of turn number 11 on this opening lap. So Emily de Hoys has already moved up to 16th position. See how she fares. She's been doing a lot of single-seater racing, including W Series and F1 Academy quite recently. Has also raced in Formula 4 in years past, but also decides to always come back and race at the home of champions, so it's always good to see Emily back in the paddock. Good move there. That was a change for position as Sverre Ubben managed to get through. I think that was on Bolowet, who's just had a 372 of Crick Knorren go up the inside, and Knorren nearly went into the back end of Sverre Ubben coming out of turn 7 and into turn 8. And it's the Sverre Ubben freight train that's coming along. Whereas the top 5 might be starting to break away somewhat, in which they are. So whilst everyone's battling over the scraps over the table, the top 5 have pulled away. And leading that has got a bit too close for comfort there. I think I might have seen, not too sure which driver it might have been. It might have been possibly heading towards the mid part of the field. But Austin Lee, Ethan Jeff Hall, Kai Hunter and Thomas Strauver were covered by just over 9.5 tenths. Jaden Teen now in 5th. Sverre Ubben, Bolowet, Krik Knoren, Lawrence Herboz, and Fredrik Zevis Christensen now complete the top 10 places. But Austin Lee just holding on to what is effectively just under a 0.2 of a second advantage over Strawberry Racing teammate Ethan Jeff Hall this year, who picked up his ticket for the Grand Finals through the International Trophy. Austin Lee winning again the second time in 4 years he's won a Rotax Max Challenge Germany crown. And there goes Ethan Jeff Hall up the inside of Austin Lee. Will Kai Hunter get through? No, he doesn't, but that opens the door for Thomas Strauver, who's up the inside and through for third at turn 4. And now he's going for second. Has he got it? Oh, a little bit of a touch between him and also Austin Lee. Jaden Teen now looks up the inside of the 379, who's now down to 5th, having led at the beginning of this 4th lap of racing. Jimmy Kokalainen now past Henry Beaumont for 24th. Martin Wallström up to 20th past Buck Gubbles. Anton Morsing now up into 18th. Christoph Saller now up into 12th. Christoph Saller started 22nd. So the Austrian on an absolute tear at the moment, making double-digit moves up the order. But Ethan Jeff Hall now has a lead, and it's 6/10 and maybe starting to grow, because up the inside of Kai Hunter goes, that is Thomas Strauver, or is that? Well, yeah, Thomas Strauver is now pretty much trying to put the frighteners on everybody else. And I think those behind him will not be very appreciative of him being in front of them. So that includes Hunter, who's this year's BNL and Motorsport UK British Kart Champion. Also, Austin Lee now through on Jaden Teen. We do have a couple of viewers from the sidelines, just up by one of the tents. So great to see that if they're not racing, they're watching along. There you have it, picture in picture, folks. And they've just realised, hang on, we've got the camera pointing at us. Wave to the camera. There we go. Brilliant. Just off of the dummy grid. And there's a lunge and then some on Thomas Strauver, courtesy of Kai Hunter. And now that puts him back up into second place. So the chase can begin to try and reel in Ethan Jeff Hall. Good to see OH Management cheering on Jeffy as always. Good to hear from you guys. So Ethan Jeff Hall leading the way. So at the minute we have one heat win for Kai Rillatz, one heat win for Jaden Teen, who at the moment is currently running 5th in this race. So we could very soon, in the next 4 minutes and 35 seconds, have our 3rd different heat winner so far here at the Golden Trophy for 2023. And now the games are afoot. Thomas Strauver looks to sweep towards the outside of Kai Hunter's back bumper, heading into turns 1 and 2. But Hunter taking that tight and determined racing line, let's say, as he's trying to see if he can put the feelers out for Ethan Jeff Hall, but it's not going to get any easier because Austin Lee is there. Jaden Teen is also closing. It is a bit of a scramble because now it's 5 karts battling for the race win. And in less than 3 minutes and 50 seconds, plus an additional lap, whatever happens, happens. That's part and parcel of racing, as Jaden Teen swarming all over the back bumper of Austin Lee in the 379. Ivan Lapatzin has pulled it into the pits and has retired on lap number 5, I'm afraid. So down to 30 runners and riders we go. Kai Hunter is within lunge range, within striking distance, figuratively. 73 thousandths behind Ethan Jeff Hall, and Krik Knoren, who is all the way down in 12th, has just set the fastest lap, 55.047. There's the attempt for the lead by Kai Hunter. He went for the latest moment possible through T7, off of the Europalan, and now look who's joined the party. I spy with my little eye 2 Belgians closing in on the top 5, and that is Bolowet in the 3:24 and Sverre Ubben in the 3:44. And now look at the dart to the inside on Kai Hunter from Thomas Strauve, who darts through at the last moment possible through turn 2, gets through on Hunter for second place, who nearly comes a cropper at the hands of Jaden Teen and Austin Lee, and Bolowet is there. And look behind them, Lawrence Herbos and Fredrik Zebis Christensen with 2 minutes on the timer, plus an additional lap. Well, has anyone got the Chinese fireworks ready and a lighter? Because you're going to probably need to set them off very soon, because that's what I anticipate happening very, very shortly. But it's out on track, not in the paddock, please. So 1 minute and 47 seconds, plus an additional lap still to go. And Ethan Jeff Hall still leading with 1 minute and 35 left on the timer. And Sverre Ubben looking to try and nose up the inside of Bolowet, who will give as good as he can get. So, folks, who'd have thought I'd be saying this at this point? There are 8 karts in clear contention for the victory. Maybe make that 9. Hang on a second, Christoph Salah's just put in a 55.127, and Christoph Salah, who started 22nd, now rounds out the top 10. Into the final 50 or so seconds we go of the midway points of the heat stages for Senior Rotax for the 2023. Oh no, that was a lunge that was not really needed, and then, well, that just goes to show that you try and go for a move. Lawrence Herbos got it all wrong, and then caught up in all of that. Christoph Salah, who had done great work up until then, has just found, well, the thing was, Lawrence Herbos went for the move, didn't pay off, smacked into the side of anybody. Christoph Salah had nowhere to go. And still, the fight carries on feverishly at the front end of the field, because there are one of these 5 drivers that have a chance. Timer hit 0. 1 more lap to go after this, as the last lap board is being prepared, and Ethan Jeff Hall still leads. Thomas Strauve goes defensive on Kai Hunter, who gets the crisscross out of the final corner. 1 lap to go. So pick a winner, folks. I definitely can't. Jaden Thien, that is absolutely outrageous. He just sent it round the inside of Austin Lee, kept it pinned through turn 3 and got the job done. That's 4th. Incredible, incredible confidence from Jaden Thien. And now Kai Hunter went, oh, right, Jaden's behind me. I better get a wriggle on. Well, time and corners, Kai are fast running out. We're into turn 9, 3 to go, not including the one that we've just gone through. Into turn 10 for the final time. And Ethan Jeff Hall leads the field ahead of Thomas Strauve. 1 more corner to go. What's going to happen here? Strauve goes for a lunge again, but loses all the momentum. And it gives Ethan Jeff Hall the win in heats number 3. Jeffy's done it again. Ethan Jeff Hall takes the win by over 0.3 of a second. Strauve's late lunge into turn 12, it cost him dearly. It cost him the opportunity of that win. So Ethan Jeff Hall wins after 12 laps. 3 different winners from 3 different Senior Rotax heats so far. Thomas Strauve, Kai Hunter, Jaden Thien and Austin Lee. That was your top 5, covered by just under 0.8. Sverre Ubben, Bolowet, Fredrik Zebis Christensen, William Christensen and Sam Bergstein round out the top 10. Nice work, Emily de Hoys, who now finishes in 11th, having started down in 18th. Ahead of Archie Buttle, Anton Morsing, Lawrence Herbos, Martin Wallström, Paul Christian Hamburg, George Kafantaris, Krit Knorren, Scott Westhovens, Ralph Winkel, Martin Ernesto Varga, Jimmy Kokalainen, Henry Beaumont, Rune de Bruyke, Louis Gunther, Pat Gubbles, Sebastian Adari, Mihailo Zoric, Vili Martiskin, Christoph Sala unfortunately retiring on lap 10, with Ivan Lapatsin retiring on lap 4.
Driver number 103 Minimax, Nico Leon Shears. Driver plus entrant to the stewards immediately. That's driver 103. Driver plus entrant to the stewards immediately. Thank you.
So the halfway stage of Senior Rotax action here at the Golden Trophy got underway. A very, very quick run into the tram lines and a lightning start. It was Austin Lee that would lead proceedings very, very early on, as drivers would be going 2 to 3 abreast at some points in the early stages. Kai Hunter would slowly would try and surge his way forward, starting from 5th on the grid, but Ethan Jeff Hall then managed to make his way through on teammate Austin Lee, with the 399 of Thomas Strauver trying to battle away with Kai Hunter, managing to get through on the Brit for 3rd position. Then Thomas Strauver would then again move forward, this time going through on Austin Lee, with Kai Hunter also able to use the full facility of the area provided to him by the 399 to get through for 3rd position. Jaden Team would also get past Austin Lee, who would drop to 5th place and would try and mount a counter-offensive in his own right. Austin Lee would then throw another bit of arsenal back at Jaden Teen up the inside of turn 9 to get back through for 4th position on the 303 from the Netherlands. More changes were afoot as Strauver found that Hunter was up the inside of him through into turn 2, with the Brit taking 2nd position as a direct result. And then also Hunter's attempt to go for the race lead through into turn 7, with Ethan Jeff Hall still keeping it pinned on the racing line round the outside. And then Strauver would again do his trademark dive bomb up the inside, this time at turn 2 on Kai Hunter, which also gave the opportunity for Jaden Teen to go through, but Lawrence Herbeau's mistake on one of the other drivers, possibly Boluet, meant that Christoph Sala had nowhere to go and banged straight into him, causing significant damage, which then caused Christoph Sala to promptly retire on lap 10. Also, more frantic activity back at the sharp end of the field, with the fact of Austin Lee trying to get through, but Ethan Jeff Hall became the 3rd different Senior Rotax heat winner here today in Belgium.